Welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we're talking about Square Enix losing $200 million. And you're probably wondering, like, we don't really ever talk about this kind of stuff on this channel. And you're right, but this kind of fits my narrative. So we're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about other things too, of course. But all right, Square Enix is reporting they lost $200 million over all the games they've launched. $200 million they have yet to recoup. This is like money they've already spent that they haven't been able to recoup yet. And let me and we're going to get into this tonight. We're going to talk about this because it kind of comes back to everything I've been talking about basically since I had this channel. And yeah, a lot of it does have to do with PlayStation and the way they're going with things. What's up, Cabbage? How you doing, man? So, you know how, like, I'm always talking about, like, hey, the PlayStation games, they're great, whatever, I play them, I buy them, I know what to expect, stuff like that. Well, it appears that everything that, almost everything except for Outriders is kind of an outlier to me, I understand Outriders, I understand, Outriders thing, it was a brand new IP, brand new name, brand new world, a different setting, environment. Basically the same thing as like what you'd get out of Division 2, but like a little bit more of a sci-fi spin to it, whatever. It was interesting. A lot of us played it, it hit Game Pass, a lot of us downloaded it on Game Pass, stuff like that. Came out on PlayStation, whatever. That game probably needed a store. But they were like, hey man, we just want to put out a complete product. But the thing is people like that game. People did like it. They would have spent money buying stuff. They would have done that. Yeah, it would have taken its flack or its heat for the microtransactions or whatever. But this is the thing, okay? Nobody gives a crap about safe games anymore. We don't freaking care. A lot of us gamers are getting older, dude. Like, we don't care about your safe games, Sony, Square. We don't care. We don't care. Like, we are excited for remakes. Yeah, dude, definitely give us a remake, a Splinter Cell, something like that, something that we really loved from before, make it better. Yeah, dude, we'll definitely buy that. Don't blow the whole wad on it though. Make it good, but don't blow your whole wad on it, and don't spend gajillions of dollars trying to market that game like you do with everything else. We don't care about your marketing anymore either. Like, we just don't care. It's funny, like Marvel's Avengers. Marvel's Avengers is very popular in the movies. Very, very popular. That game, they could have executed that well. In my opinion, what happened with Marvel's Avengers is the worlds. Like, once you get done with the story content, the rest of the game it's a bait and switch. Really freaking highly crafted freaking first person story, and then it goes into these bait and switch freaking level environments that you're like, oh boy, these look pretty terrible. And then the combat, the missions, all of that stuff, like there was nothing there. It wasn't worth playing. I haven't played Marvel's Avengers since the Black Panther DLC. I have no desire to go back into it. No desire whatsoever. That game is basically, I don't even have it on my hard drive now. Now it's 140 gigabytes on that game. Hey, WL, what's up? Gaming Fire, MR2. One Trick Pony's back in the house, and we got Mr. Glass. How are you guys doing tonight? First of all, before I keep rambling and on about this, how are you guys? You guys doing all right? Everybody here? Everybody showed up? This is kind of interesting. I find this interesting, because Square Enix used to be a pillar in the gaming community. They used to, and I say used to, and I say that, and I mean it. They used to be there. Now they're getting rid of all these studios that, man, in my opinion, it's not very smart. They need to rein in the budgets. All of these other developers, they need to stop trying to chase after Sony and be like, oh, we want to make movie games. Stop trying to follow Sony. Stop. It's going to hit Sony soon enough too. It's going to hit them, and they're going to be like, but. And it's going to hit them, and it's going to hit them hard. It's going to hit them hard, and Sony's going to lose their freaking shirt over this, but nobody understands that. My advice to Ubisoft and all these other studios out there trying to chase this super high cutscene, all these, like, stop chasing the cutscenes, man. Stop chasing them. Just deliver a good looking game, and gamers will be happy. Gamers will be happy. Chasing these 20 hours of cutscenes in every game, that's what's raising your guys' production value. That's what's shooting the cost through the roof. When you're trying to build all these movie elements into these games, like, yeah, they're cool. We do appreciate them, but they become one and done games. They become an experience that you're like, oh yeah, that was great, and then you don't ever play it again. Hey, what's up, OCD gamer? and then you get to a point where like these budgets are ballooning way out of control for these games. They are. It's going to hit Sony. It's going to have an effect. It's going to send a ripple. When it hits Sony, it's going to send a ripple effect throughout the gaming industry that nobody, I don't think anybody really sees it coming right now. I think they do. I think they're starting to understand with the sales of, Horizon Forbidden West and, Demon Souls and all these movie games that PlayStation's put out right now. I think they're going to start to understand that, like, wow, man. Oh, wait. Oh, Sav is here too. Also, the Thymesia game I have been helping out with has a free demo on Steam now if you guys want to try it out. Nice. Do you realize how much money it takes to get onto a console? Yeah, exactly. Oh no. I don't think these I really, I mean, like, you see a heavy hitter like Square Enix, boom, taking like a hit. You see Call of Duty Activision taking a hit this year in sales. You see all these guys taking a hit in sales. Not only did it have to do with raising that price threshold $10, that had a lot to do with it. Like, most people are like, man, I ain't paying $70 for that, dude. I don't care, man. I'm not paying $70 for that. It looks exactly the same. I'm not paying $70 for that. They raise the price, and then they deliver subpar experiences. And now people are sitting there with their Horizon Forbidden West, and they're like, man, I just wanted to play this game in 60 frames a second, and it looks fuzzy and disappointing. So now they're like, oh man, I'm not paying $70 for this anymore. Or they're getting these games and they're getting through them like Ratchet and Clank real quick in like 10 hours, and they're like, dude, this sucked, man. Or they're paying $70 for a game like Returnal that should have been $50. The market right now is too screwed up. It's too screwed up. And I honestly do believe that by the end of all of this, like, Microsoft is going to save this industry with Game Pass. They're going to save it. Now, you've heard everybody up and down and all the other channels talking about how Game Pass is going to lower the quality of games. I put out a video showing you a side-by-side of Forza Horizon 5 right next to a $70 Gran Turismo first-party Sony premium game. I mean, even though the color's messed up, that's what Sony wanted me to show you. They didn't make it user-friendly for me to capture game quality with a capture card so that I could show you their game the way I see it. No, they wanted it dark. They wanted it to not be seen. That's on them. That's on them. I'm not going to change it. I don't care. It works perfectly with my Xbox, my PC, everything else. So I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. If that's what they want me to show you, that's what I'm going to show you. The Peggies are showing up. And this is going to hit pretty hard, because you're going to have other developers out there that are not maxing out their budgets with like these ridiculous budgets, man. The days of high budget games, high budget marketing and all of that stuff, I don't think a lot of people care anymore. We just want a solid product, man. We want to be able to get our Horizon Forbidden West, play it at 60 frames a second, appreciate the visuals, and love the game. But no, what we get is a $70 game that looks fuzzy on a console that they say is 2.5 more times powerful than the last console they made, that blew us away frequently with beautiful, amazing games. And now they want us to I still want my high budget games. No, you don't. Yes, I mean, you do, but you don't. Trust me, you don't. Those high budget games are going to kill this industry faster than Game Pass ever would. Look, Square Enix is hemorrhaging money so bad they literally sold off some of their best developers because they're hemorrhaging money. They literally sold these guys off to recoup that money and get an extra $100 billion or $100 million because they overshot the excitement of the new consoles and then failed to deliver on those promises. And Sony, it's going to happen to Sony pretty soon too. It's going to happen. Like God of War, Ragnarok comes out at 60 frames a second and it's fuzzy like Horizon Forbidden West. I don't know what to tell Sony. I don't know what to tell them. You know, I love their games, but I do think they need to come back down to earth, bring that production quality back down to where they can deliver a 4K 60 experience. Shoot for that because that's more important than like these really super high quality freaking cutscenes. That's all they're doing is they're delivering cutscenes. I need my Uncharted, Spider-Man, RDR3, etc. Maybe not make high budget games if you're not. No, they need to. You got to understand, man. Square Enix used to be one of those top pillars that made quality games. They made quality games. They made solid quality games, and now they're selling off their good developers, and now they're gonna and now they're, according to Dreamcast guy, they're gonna get bought by Sony now. Any day, it's coming, man. And if that's the case, oh man, dude, like, oh man, I need my Uncharted. And that's the thing, man. You can't keep pumping this ridiculous budgets into these games and expecting them to pay off because right when Sony raised the price to $70, they shot themselves in the foot. Everybody's looking at what they buy a lot more closely now, and especially after getting burned with games like Returnal and like Demon Souls and all these other games, you know, coming out and then being like, oh yeah, you want this 4K beautiful visuals, and then you got to switch to 1440p, and you're like, oh dang, that's a pretty big drop, man. That's a really big drop. The vicious cycle, the virtuous cycle. Virtuous cycle's probably not going to be. I think I'm the only person who hated Control. Yeah, you probably are. I really liked Control. I thought it was good. All high budget games have to double or move the production cost to be considered viable. Exactly. Alien. I can't remember. Exactly, and that's why this industry, man, like, dude, Microsoft is going to save it. Sony's going to collapse the industry with their greed. Microsoft's going to come in and save it with freaking Game Pass. All the budgets for gaming is going to start to lower, which is a good thing because it's unsustainable the way it is right now. It really is. You got all these guys out there. You got all these developers out there talking about this crunch that and this crunch that, and we want to be union and all of this stuff. And it's like, you know what happens if these you know what happens if these developers go union, right? The cost to make the games go up. That cost is rolled onto you. The company's not going to shoulder that cost. They're not going to be like, yeah, it costs us an extra $100 million. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and eat that. That cost gets rolled onto you. And then the gaming prices go up. So something's got to give because it's unsustainable. It is unsustainable, especially trying to make games here in the United States. It's going to get to an unsustainable point because nobody's going to pay higher prices for these games. Like there'll be enough of people out there that have got money and jobs and stuff, and they'll pay for them or whatever. But these games are not going to start recouping $500 million budgets. They're not going to do that. I mean, if Square Enix is already losing $200 million on like games that had really high production values, man, I'm pretty sure Sony right now is like really hating how much they've lost on Horizon Forbidden West. At least Horizon Forbidden West. I mean, have we even seen this game go on sale yet? Heard they're going to make another Mafia, and they can announce another Sleeping Dogs and Deucey Eggs, and my life will be complete. So the good thing about Embracer Group is their budgets for games are pretty sustainable. You'll be able to get some of this stuff. I don't know. I mean, I think they might want to think twice, about how much they're gonna spend. Like these over stylized cutscenes, man, they do look good. Maybe put one in the beginning of the game and maybe one at the end of the game like they used to have. But this like really high production cutscene every 10 minutes in a Sony game, guys. Games don't tend to hit sales until they reach projected earnings. First frog. Yeah. Until they hit projected. I mean, dude, if the game's not selling, they might be lowering that price just to get some out the door. Especially digital, man. The digital ones I've noticed are starting to go on sale pretty quick. Oh, you're trying to finish Guardians of the Galaxy on Game Pass, but it's not hitting. Where are you at? How far are you into it? It took a little while before it started hitting with me too, so don't worry. These cutscenes, yeah, they do. They break the gameplay loop. They slow everything down. They make you. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's why I feel compelled. Like every time a Sony game comes out, I have to sit there and play through that game until it's completely done, or I would lose interest in them. To tell you the truth, man. There's a cutscene every 5 minutes on a Sony game. Where's the gameplay? That's the thing, man. Like we got a lot of cutscenes in what was it, the Order 1886, and that game was 6 hours long, dude, with all the cutscenes included. I was like, my gosh, man. Yeah, if Sony doesn't like, I understand, like $60 was easy. Like that was an easy pill to swallow. That was an easy pill to swallow. You know, you'd be like, yeah, $59.99. It's been that way for a while. We're used to it. Yeah, no problem. Coming out, raising the price to $70, man, they took a major hit doing that. All the money, I mean, I swear there's so many people out there that were probably just like, nope, I ain't paying that. I'll wait till it goes on sale. Nope, I ain't paying that. I'll wait till it goes on sale. And then the sales for those games are going to trickle in over the years. Horizon Zero Dawn sold over 20 million. They haven't even given numbers for Horizon Forbidden West yet. That's not good news for braggers. Yeah. Dude, these guys, man, I don't know. $70 with microtraction is, yeah, dude, and that's ridiculous. I mean, like, there's been other games that have been like full price and still had microtransactions. That's not the big point. I mean, like the microtransactions, dude, I don't really think gamers care about that. I think YouTubers care about microtransactions more than gamers, dude. To tell you the truth, dude. I mean, like before I started this YouTube channel, like I never really thought about it that much. To tell you the truth, it didn't really. I was like, ooh, yay, maybe there's something in there I'll buy. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, okay, well, cool, whatever. This game's got a store. Like I didn't really care. As far as Horizon and GT, they are still charting. So I don't know if well, they might be able to pull it off, but I mean, most of those games are getting sold in bundles. A lot of them games are getting sold in bundles when they have PS5s too. So I mean, like if they're genuine sales, if people are like, oh yeah, man, I got to have Horizon Forbidden West, and they buy a copy, cool, man, more power to you. Like definitely, if you can afford that cost, it was a good game. Like I enjoyed it. It sucked to have to play it at 30 frames a second, but it was doable. But in GT7, like I don't hate the game. I obviously played through it and I gave it a good review. So I mean, I do like it. I definitely like it, and I still play it, but there's stuff to be desired with that for sure. But I mean, I can live with it. It's 4K. Whatever, it's 4K. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's native 4K. It doesn't matter. At least it's shiny. Whatever. And the cars look really good. I can just get in there and drive around in my cars and look at them. But I can do that in Forza Horizon 5 too, because the cars, in my honest opinion, they're pretty freaking close. Really close. Twice the price, double the fall. Count Dooku. Her sales were down 80%. I told you releasing next to Elden Ring. Yeah. Elden Ring, see, like Elden Ring. I wouldn't say like the highest production values or even or even medium production values for that matter. It looks good enough. The gameplay's solid enough. Dang, man. Who would have thought, you know, this game was gonna freaking blow the freaking doors off, man, and put, you know, these Sony high production games right in their place, man. Like that's what gamers want. Like you can make a ton of money cutting costs and just giving us games that actually we want to play. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I love the freaking cutscenes, but I don't love them that much. I could live without them, to be completely honest with you. That's why I think Microsoft's more sustainable than Sony right now, unless Microsoft's on their way to digging themselves a hole with these freaking with high production values. I think it's just dumb, and I think Microsoft's smart to like hold back because the bottom's going to fall out pretty soon, especially now that the price is $70, man. And after as soon as Call of Duty becomes a Game Pass game, yeah, dude, there's no golden standard no more for there's no more golden standard anymore. Games like Cyberpunk 2077. It took CD Projekt Red a long time to build that trust with the customer base to where they could bring out a project and get everybody happy, even people that don't even care about Cyberpunk, like me. I didn't really. I was like, oh, I don't know about it, but I'll buy it because it's new and it's CD Projekt Red, and I want to support the devs and experience what they got. So I was like, yeah, I bought it, but I wasn't like super hyped for Cyberpunk 2077. I never was. That's why I don't think I was that burned, because I was like, oh yeah, dude, I didn't have like super high expectations for it, to tell you the truth. Because first of all, it was just something that I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna buy that and support the devs. Games like Elden Ring. I mean, games from Software have got a really high. They're known to be really hard games, man. So when that game comes out and 12 million people buy it that quick, that's a testament to like that game being like, wow, man, people are excited about this and they want to try it. Horizon Forbidden West, like other than Sony fanboys wanting bragging rights and people like me that were like, yeah, dude, I want to play it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just didn't feel the excitement for Horizon Forbidden West like I did for Elden Ring. Anybody here? I mean, does anybody agree with that? Like, did you feel the excitement for Horizon Forbidden West like Elden Ring? Like Elden Ring, like people bought that and like literally went offline, dude. Like people were like, I'm gone. I'm going to play Elden Ring. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh dang. I'm like, my gosh, dude, we haven't been able to pull 7 to a freaking show for a while. I'm just joking. Okay. Checkerbird Power. Let's see what you got. Onyx, what's up, my friend? Say hi to everybody. Joel, what's up, buddy? Games haven't been $50 since OG Xbox and PS2. True. Yeah, PlayStation 3 came out and changed the price on those. That really sucked. But dude, that wasn't as bad back then as it is now for some reason. For some reason, I think it just hits a little bit harder because of like the pandemic and because of everybody being out of work, and like Sony just seems extremely greedy right now. Like it is what it is, though. Blake, welcome to the show. Onyx, like the stream, y'all. Yes, I need more than 8 likes. No, I'm just joking. Oh, our stream numbers are dropping because I haven't been talking negative about PlayStation. I gotta say some more mean things. No, dude, I don't want to get people riled up on this channel anymore. Like, I don't even care. If I have something legitimate negative to say about PlayStation, I will say my legitimate negative PlayStation stuff. But I don't know if I'm gonna clickbait people with negative PlayStation stuff anymore. I just don't really care. Took me a whole year to figure out the PlayStation 5 is trash with my capture card, unless I go through and do a whole bunch of things. And instead of these PlayStation fanboys being like, "No, man, you're just doing it wrong," they're all jerks, dude. They all cry about everything. Now, super excited for Horizon West. Not into Souls games, but I appreciate Elden Ring's success. I mean, there's definitely a few of us, Shaq, that really were looking forward to it. I mean, I was, because I love the first game. The first game was my favorite new IP from PlayStation first party studios last generation. Like Horizon Zero Dawn was literally my favorite one. I liked it. I liked the setting. I liked the character. Aloy's pretty freaking cool. Yeah, I really liked it. I really dug that environment and stuff. And for some reason, man, Horizon 2 just did not hit with me as solid as the first game did. I mean, it's probably because I went into it with a biased opinion or something, maybe. Man, I don't know. I'm actually thinking about downloading it again on downloading the PlayStation 4 version and just playing through that to see if that would change, anything about it. I really wish they would just give us a 60 FPS on there. Just finished it. DLC is coming soon too for for Elden Ring. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, bro, you shine the light, you attract the flies. Yeah, I know. You attract them all the time. Patrick, anybody played Trick to You? Yeah, I played it for a little while. I don't know. I'm gonna try it again this weekend. I'm gonna try a little more, but I tried to make like a first impressions video on it, and the black and white dude just wasn't getting, like, it wasn't sitting with me too well the other day. So I quit playing it. maybe I'll sit down and play it. I don't know, dude. I don't know. My time is so spread so thin with so many games. I just want to play. I seriously just want to play some more Elden Ring. Like Elden Ring is such a good game. Like I just don't care about it. It's hard to get into other games when that's what I want to play. And then I like to play my racing games a lot, but I don't know, man. About I feel like I need to cover like all these games, but I don't know, man. Some of these games I don't really even need to cover, man. Some of them are just like they're great or whatever, but yeah, dude, some of these I just don't even need to cover. I just cover them. I mean, I want to buy them, but I don't know if I want to. Never too late to start. Coronic. What's up, dude? Just started the Wolfenstein series on Game Pass. I'm new to Xbox. Nice, man. Yeah, Wolfenstein's a good place to start, bro. Wolfenstein is definitely a good place to start, man. I like Wolfenstein. Those games are freaking brutal. They're fun. Just get a shotgun and yeah, I like that. I like that. It's so fun to play those games. Actually, I haven't played Elden Ring in a while. I've been playing games much less often. So when I do, I can't get sucked into Elden Ring. LOL. Oh, I know. The pairing and turning around took me a bit to understand. In the game, yeah, the pairing just felt kind of off to me. But I was playing it on my Series S, and I was sitting here on the laptop because I don't have that other monitor plugged in right now. Now I got the Xbox Series S behind me, so I was like, man, I had it all set up over. I used to have it set up over here so that I could just get to it real easy. I need to work on that this weekend. See if I can get it back over here so that I can test things out, because it is getting kind of hard to like start the game over here on this one and then try to record it, because then I'm over here looking at the laptop screen when I should be looking over that way so I can get 100%. Like I think it was just screwing with the latency, so I quit playing around with it. Plus I was trying to look at it on like a little screen, in a little window. I don't know. I'm gonna try it again and see if the black and white thing can be fixed. Maybe I'll play it on my OLED, see how that turns out. I was all over Elden Ring for a while. I've slowed down now, but I still play. I even played on my Steam Deck when I'm out. Nice. Just wait until every enemy starts the animation to parry. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I figured out. Right when they start the animation is when you parry, and you get it every time. Yeah, I was like, oh boy. To me, it's just because I'm already done with that Horizon. It was Horizon Yawn after you get past the graphics. Oh yeah, dude. Seriously, once the honeymoon thing wears off, dude, like, yeah, dude, it's such an average game, man. It's pretty average. Still just doesn't. It still doesn't feel. It doesn't feel right, because it doesn't feel like you're reacting. It feels like it feels like you're reacted or something like that, if that makes sense. Like you're not like in the heat of the moment, you're like waiting for a visual cue to do it, instead of like, obviously be waiting for a visual cue, but like right when they go to swing, you hit the button and you parry it. Like you want it to be. I like it a little bit more. I like it a little bit more in sync. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to explain it. Do you think devs get jealous of other game success? Oh yeah, of course they do. The guys over there built the Horizon Forbidden West are probably scratching their heads, being like, but it's a beautiful game. It's got the best graphics in the world. It's the most beautiful game ever. It's got so much fog. It's perfect. Like, why wouldn't anybody? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, dude, I can guarantee they're over there freaking out that Elden Ring put them in their place, and they're like, oh my gosh, man, what did we do wrong? And I'll tell you, they wasted all that time and effort and energy into those freaking cutscenes. The first game didn't have super special cutscenes, but it looked good. That's all they really had to do, was just increase the visual clarity of the characters, and then let it play out, and it would have been perfect. We didn't need any of those really high stylized freaking cutscenes. We didn't need those. Like, we seriously didn't need them. Like, the game, like Aloy's face in that game, like when you're playing it in the 4K mode and you're looking at her, like she's extremely detailed. They could have, like, there's no reason why those character models couldn't have just been in like real-time cutscenes, man, and save Sony and themselves a ton of money and put out a game that people still would have been blown away over. I know I would have been. I mean, that was an extreme improvement over the first game in the character models alone. Like, wow, it looked great. They didn't need all those freaking cutscenes. They didn't need them. And I'll tell you what, man, seeing Square Enix lose $200 million on all those projects, that put things into perspective really quick for the gaming industry. I hope that $200 million is enough of a lesson to be like, ooh, boy, maybe we should not take 5 freaking years to build a DLC. Maybe we should start getting these out faster. If you look at the time it took from Rise of the Tomb Raider to Shadow of the Tomb Raider, that was, gosh, what did the one come out? The one came out in what, 2017, I believe it was 2017 or 2018. Came out the same year Spider-Man did. Was that 2018? So 2018, the first one came out in 2013, like right along the time the Xbox One launched. So you got 4 years in between those two games, and that was made by two separate studios. So if you got 4 years in between each game, that that right there just kind of goes to tell you that, like, hey man, like 4 years is getting a little bit hard for people to stay interested in your game. Like, we're used to like Ubisoft every other year. We're used to like the way games used to be made. Like, you get a new game every year. Like, you get a new game in the story every year or every 2 years or something like that. 2 years is not, I mean, 2 years for me is like perfect timing, especially if, like with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, like 2 years with that, like that's more than enough time for me to really um I mean, I was almost done playing. I'm not even done playing. No, I'm not even done playing Odyssey yet, to tell you the truth. And it like really, I like getting those games every year, every other year. Like, I like that. I like having something to buy, something that I know I can buy every year. And when the timing starts to get farther and farther and farther away, I start to not care. And when God of War Ragnarok comes out and it literally looks and plays just like the last game, 4 years, man, really, almost 5 years for that game. Really, was that really warranted? Like, seriously, man, like, is it worth waiting? If they say they do 4 games, 20 years. Think about this, 20 years to play 4 games in one series, man, just because of the cutscenes. The cutscenes are really probably the biggest thing that like really go into like holding those games back is all of the cutscenes and the acting and all of that stuff. I mean, like the motion capture and whatever, but like when they go into these cutscenes and they want them to be like super movie like, that takes a long time for these guys to complete clearly. And I mean, the industry is like bleeding. I don't know, man. I really think Sony should probably back away from the movie games a lot and just really start focusing on building games again that are great, like God of War 1 and 2 and just SOCOM and all these other really cool games that made Sony great in the first place, man, because that seems like that's what Microsoft's going to start doing, man. And like, that'd be cool. I mean, it does suck to see a Titan fall. It's pretty loud when they hit, man. I remember when Sega fell, it was like, wow, dude, that was a shock, man, because Sega was pretty freaking cool. They are getting old, man. It's taking them too long to make them. It's taking them too long to make them, man. Like, I'm 40 years old, man. Like, I don't want to be 60 years old trying to play Kratos, like God of War. Like, dude, give us another God of War, maybe two, in like the next couple of years, and then be done with that series. Like, move on to something else, man. Make something different. Oh, what are you playing on? Xbox, Sony drop games. Xbox hasn't. Playing on everything, man. I get games all the time, bro. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I get Xbox games. I get PlayStation games. I get all the games. What are you playing on? I'm just playing on my Sony PlayStation 5, and I don't have nothing to play, so I'm gonna come on over to your freaking show because I have nothing to play. Go play Gran Turismo, bro. Go play Gran Turismo 7. Don't you got a tomahawk to win, buddy? Go get that tomahawk. Go get it. Go get it. I'm not quite sure what I should play. After beating Elden Ring, I don't care about 100%. I guess take a break from gaming. Try Elix 2. Elix 2 was pretty solid. It's kind of like Elden Ring, but I mean, you do got a difficulty slider in that. If it's too tough, yeah. Because then Elix is a little bit. I mean, it's definitely a wonky game, but it's cool. It's cool. I think you might be able to appreciate it. I find it odd how many white people seem obsessed with Japan and Japanese culture. I'm half Japanese myself, and I know anime. I used to be kind of obsessed with it when I was younger. Not so much anymore. Don't necessarily care. Exactly 100% agree. Biggest games in the world like Roblox and Minecraft have nothing to do with graphics. Exactly, dude. And these games are blowing the freaking doors off of everything. And yeah, dude, like I like what Sony does, but they need to tone it down a little bit. Like rein in that budget, man. Seriously, rein in the budget. At least with the where you going, Onyx? You can't be leaving right now, buddy. I'm sorry, there's only 28 people here, man. I don't mind that these people enjoy the theme sometimes, yeah. Super Mario Brothers 3 was great. I don't know, man. It's just like they got everybody like wanting these big high profile games, and then you're like, yes, man. After waiting 4 or 5 years for a new game to come out, and you're like, yeah, I'm so pumped, can't wait to play it. And then you get into it and you beat it in 8 hours, and you're like, ooh, dang, that sucks. I beat it in 8 hours. That was not that great. Now, like, what are we doing now, man? But what was this game over? I'm always down to play any game you want. Oh yeah, just go ahead and play whatever you want, buddy. Just go ahead and play whatever game you want, man. It's Gran Turismo, that one game that charged $40, $200, Jay, $200 for a car, bro. It's $200, man. $20 million car costs you $200. Anyone ever played Tribes of Midgard? I was gonna play it, but I did not do it. No, I'm just obsessed with Japanese. God, ooh, any good, Patrick? Xbox Live down right now. Is it really? I haven't downloaded it yet. Wanted to hear opinions. I feel like I've heard good things. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll probably play some other stuff. What do you mean that cap, dude? What are you even doing here? This is clearly an Xbox channel, bro. If you're in here spreading your little PlayStation garbage, get out of here, bro. Like nobody cares. Nobody cares about your PlayStation, whatever, dude. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your movie games, dude. I've already beaten them all. I've already beaten them all, man. I've already beaten them all. I've already bought them and beaten them. So move on, man. They're one and done. I'm already done with those. I'm back to my Xbox playing games. I don't know why you're here. Oh, I know why you're here, because you're already done with them too. Clearly, you ain't got nothing else to play. You don't even know when God of War is coming out, man. But you're over here like trying to talk about the Xbox that's going to be having plenty of games coming out this year, my friend. Gosh, man, you always got to turn me into a toad. These guys always got to turn me into a toad, man. Like seriously, the toad's coming out. Yeah, you have both consoles, then you should be happy. You should be playing something on Xbox right now. Game Pass just dropped a bunch of games. I don't play Game Pass games, man. I like to buy my games. Don't buy your games, man. Buy them. Like what games? Oh, I don't know. Like Trek to Yome. I hear that one might be pretty good. I wasn't really getting into it, so I don't know, man. That's why I'm here making videos, because I don't got nothing to play but Elden Ring, man. Yeah, it sounds like nobody's got anything to play, buddy. Sounds like nobody's got anything to play except for what's on Game Pass. Hellblade is pretty cool. The game is on Game Pass. Yeah, you can play that one. Definitely. Whew, man. See, I don't get it, dude. Like, PlayStation's going to be dry all the way until the end of the year, bro. Like, seriously, man. Really, dude? Really? Oh, you have it already? Well, finish it. Play it, man. I don't know why you're here, dude. Go play your game. Subnautica's on Game Pass. Yeah, dude. There's all kinds of games, man. You don't even need to download them. You can just start playing them now with Game Pass Ultimate. You just start streaming and see if you like them. You know what? Game over. Jump on freaking Flight Simulator and Tell me how long it takes to fly a Boeing from China to America. See if you can get that done. That'd be pretty cool, man. See if you can land it and everything, dude. That'd be like that'd be pretty impressive, man. If you could pick up that game and land that plane, that'd be awesome. Well, if you could pick up that simulator, it's not a real game, but I mean, if you can do it, dude, that'd be pretty cool. Actually, you know what, dude? You can fly the F-18 Hornet without even having to pay for it. Jump in that thing, man, and fly around the world and see how long it takes. Like literally, you don't have to worry about running out of gas in either. You can just do barrel rolls and everything all the way through, bro. It's pretty cool. It still can't land and he has Top Gun. I know. Age of Empires is on Game Pass. Yeah, Medieval Dynasty. Yeah, dude, I've got so many games on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, dude. It doesn't even matter. My backlog is ridiculous. I can play whatever I wanted. Oh no, bro, that's not my type of game. What's your type of game? Third party or third person over the shoulder camera adventure games? Like, it doesn't sound like there's going to be any of those for a while, man. It looks like you're. I mean, well, I guess you might be able to play Forspoken in October if that one don't get pushed back again. Dude, like Xbox guys literally just got Halo 2 and Forza Horizon 5 at the end of the year. PlayStation guys got what? A remake, a remaster, Sifu. Why don't you play Sifu? Did you beat Sifu yet? Sifu's supposed to be pretty good. I turned it on yesterday and I was like, I just don't care. I mean, yeah, I just don't care. Breath Edge is on Game Pass. Yeah. Are we going to pay $17.99 for the Devil's Frog? Yeah. At least for 1 month. We'll pay at least 1 month of it and see what it's like. But I don't know, man. Halo is a beta, bro. Yeah, you're right. It is a beta that gets free content. You should definitely check that out, man. Definitely check it out. Play some of that Halo, bro. Play some Halo. Play some Halo. Play lots and lots of Halo. You're beta. You're a beta. He says it. You're a beta. I want a new Tomb Raider game. Oh, dude, it's not coming out for a few years, bro. It's not coming out for a few years. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, gotta turn me into a toad, man. Give me an 8. I'm getting the highest here. Oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna pay $18. Oh yeah, go play Babylon's Fall. Game over, Brian. Woo, yeah, go play Babylon's Fall. Is great, dude. Thought this was a gaming channel, not an Xbox channel. Hey man, it's an everything channel. It's an everything channel. But we're actually we weren't even talking about PlayStation or Xbox, man. Like you're the one that brought that shit up, dude. I don't even know why you're getting into that. Like, what the hell? You're just trying to distract me. You're just trying to distract me and bring your little fanboy stuff over here. Like, go over to King Thrash and hang out with them or something. You know, go hang out with MBG. Yeah, you don't play games, man. I hear they're making a new Little Mermaid game. Are you going to be interested in that, bro? Oh wait, they already did. It's called Horizon Forbidden West. You could swim, but that kind of ruined that when I started swimming out there and it told me the current's too strong. I was like, oh man, I can't. You're trying to tell me I can't live my fantasy as playing Ariel? Like seriously, dude, you give me a redheaded chick and I can't swim out in the ocean, dude. Like whoa, you mean? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think you like video games, man. I asked one question and you went on the attack. Yeah, dude, because you asked me a stupid question, dude, about what game to Xbox have. What game to Xbox have, man? What game to Xbox have? You know how many times, dude, it's so stupid, man. So stupid. Like, seriously, grow up, man. Grow up and go freaking play a video game, dude. Like, seriously, grow up. What game does Xbox have? I've got like 400 games on my Xbox, bro. I don't have a problem finding a game to play on my Xbox. I got like 400 games on my PlayStation. I don't have any problems finding a game on my PlayStation. I've got 100 and something games on my PC, man. Like, I've got plenty of games, dude. If you're having a problem finding a game on any one of these consoles, that's you, buddy. That's you, man. That's all on you because, yeah, dude, this isn't the original Xbox generation anymore where there was no third-party support. There's plenty of it now. I don't think he plays games at all either, man. I think he's just here because he's one of those freaking He sounds just like everybody else over there on King Thrasher's channel. What Xbox games you got, man? What games you got on Xbox, man? We got Forza Horizon and Gears, Forza Horizon and Forza Halo Gears, man. You got Forza here game, blah blah blah, dude. Xbox centric, but sometimes you gotta shoo away them checkerbirds. Yeah, I know. Nice deflect. Okay, yeah, beat it, dude. All right, guys, he's all yours. He's all yours, man. I'm not even gonna talk to him anymore. Play stupid games, stupid price. Yeah, exactly. It's sure you don't console war people. I know. Too much attention has already been given. Yep, exactly. Exactly. It's already done. It's over with. Don't even care what he has to say anymore. I'm not wasting any more time on him. Yes, you asked when he was playing, when he went to critique that. I know. Check his gamer tag. Oh, man. Xbox has no games. What he meant was Xbox has no games that he likes. I know. That's pretty bad, too, man. That's pretty bad. So let's get back to this whole movie games thing, guys. Do you guys think that this is what I'm saying? Do you guys think that maybe they should rein back in on the budgets a little bit? Maybe move away from the high. I'm only talking about high production values in cutscenes. Do you think that maybe these developers should move away from that part? And I mean, look at Elden Ring. Elden Ring. I'm about 60 hours into that on just the Xbox version, and I've seen a couple cutscenes, but I mean, that's like there's like so much gameplay in between each one of the cutscenes that I've seen so far that it's like, wow, man, it's like a nice treat when you get there and you see like this cool cutscene. I'm talking about like that. Do you think maybe these developers should rein some of that back in and start emphasizing more on the gameplay as opposed to telling this like impactful bang story in your face? I mean, like I do like that. I do like that kind of stuff. I do. But at the same time, that kind of stuff was cool with the Order 1886. Like that was pretty cool. But I mean, gosh, dude, don't you think maybe like I don't know, man. I'm at a crossroads right now because I feel like the gameplay in these games is suffering because they're more worried about giving you that wow factor with like cutscenes as opposed to that wow factor in gameplay. Does that make sense to anybody else? Like, is anybody else feeling the way I'm feeling right now? Oh, who here has owned every Xbox console to date? I have. I've owned every Xbox console to date, every PlayStation console to date, every Nintendo console to date, every Sega console to date, and I own the Jaguar. What was that thing? The Jaguar. Oh, the Atari Jaguar. Dude, that might be it. Yeah. Didn't I buy like another one? Neo Geo. But I've owned all of them. So basically, for me, microtransaction and raising prices of games, if anything, will ruin stuff. Also, these live service pieces. Yeah, dude. If these live service games don't hit when they come out, they're usually garbage. Like Babylon's Fall, like that game is. Oh my gosh, dude! It just did not hit at all. I played it for a good couple of hours. I mean, I'm going to go back and try it again, because after they drop another update or two, and I'll check it out again. But I don't know, man. I'll make another video on it. But it would be nice. Sony should focus more on other genres besides action adventure games. I think they should. Well, I mean, they're going to be dumping a lot of money into the VR experience. They're going to be. They've already said they're going after games as service like it's their next big freaking aha moment. I'm like, look at Ubisoft, man. They're trying really hard and they've pretty much freaking sunk their company by chasing after a Fortnite, dude. Everybody's chasing after a Fortnite because all the investors are like, we want more money, we want more money, we want more money. And it's like, dude, it's really hard to make another game like that everybody wants to play. I mean, Roblox, Minecraft, Fortnite. Yeah, I don't think they have to stick back on the budget, but you need to make sure you will get a return on the first and safety net of sorts. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. They keep pumping these heavy budgets into these safe games, and people are starting to get a little sick of safe games, man. Like seriously, when I played through those Sony games, man, and I get through my 25-hour experience, I'm like, really, that's it, man? I waited 5 years for 25 hours. Like, really? I'm starting to feel a little bit ripped off, man. Like, not only am I feeling ripped off with my money, but I'm feeling ripped off with my time. I'm like people were saying that game was going to be like The Witcher 3. I've got over 100+ hours in The Witcher 3. I got 25 hours into Horizon Forbidden West, and I would never want to play that story again. It wasn't as impactful. Like it's not. It would be the exact same every time I played through that. You know what I mean? Like if I played through The Witcher, I'm probably gonna run into some more stuff I didn't find the first two times I beat it. You know what I mean? Gears 5 is good. Has good cutscenes, and they release the game every 3 years. Yeah, see, like Gears 5 was pretty good, and I think I I mean, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, if PlayStation games were like, like, dude, I don't know, man. Cutscenes are just getting too much. Like they're spending more time delivering all the gameplay moments in cutscenes when they should be delivering those in game moments. I mean, like there's been games like seriously where like, dude, I wish I could have like done that, and they're like, nope, it's all regulated to a cutscene, and you're like, ooh, dang, man. Like they're more worried about delivering them impact moments in cutscenes as opposed to gameplay. So when you get done playing a game, like after all the cutscenes and all the story beats are done, there's nothing interesting left in the game to care about. Like to care about. There's a whole world in Horizon Forbidden West that it's like, what's there to do? Like seriously, like what is there to go do? I mean, there's nothing cool to go explore anymore because the world's too small. I've already seen everything. Um, I mean, what are we going to run around and collect green rocks? Seriously, for what? For what? Go around and hunt down monsters? I mean, yeah, dude, I've fought enough of those. Like, I have no desire to go run around and chase any of those monsters. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't. That's what I'm talking about, man. If they spend all that time and effort into delivering all of that during the cutscenes, what it seriously affects the gameplay. Like The Witcher 3, man, you can play through that and like the cutscenes are about as good as the gameplay, man. So you're like, oh, cool. And then you talk to like other people, just like regular people, and it's like, okay, they might have a mission for you and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm 100% cool with just the in-game cinematics if they use them all, and if they use them at all. I don't care about the CG crap. Yeah, exactly. Did you check out the latest patch on Forbidden West? Yeah, I was playing that today. I was checking it out. It's still fuzz K. It's still fuzzy and 60 FPS. Man, every time I get back into that game Shack, I don't know, man. I have no desire to replay the story, so I don't even know why I still look at it. Like I should just move along from it because I got a good experience with the game. Whatever, I should just move forward with it and stop talking about it and just move on. But it it left a lot to be desired. It did. I really don't want to wait another 4 years to figure out more of what's going to happen with Aloy's story. And if they can finish it up with like the next DLC, cool. I'll be satisfied. I'll buy it, whatever. But if they're gonna make me wait another 4 years to finish up the story on it, like I don't know. I don't know if I got that much patience, dude. Like I mean, I'd probably pick it up, but I just don't know if I'd. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Third person games are great to me, but I definitely want variety. I want Sony to have depth like they did in the PS3 days. I I think the PS2 days for PlayStation were probably my favorite. Maybe no, PlayStation 1 was pretty good. I think PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, yeah. Those were my favorite PlayStation experiences. I loved PlayStation 4. Don't get me wrong. PlayStation 4 is freaking solid. The games that they delivered throughout the PlayStation 4 and at the end of that cycle, that was good. That was good, man. Like that was a pretty decent balance. I was like, okay, okay, this is good. But I mean, it's like each one of them's trying to one up each other, and like I mean, I first noticed this feeling playing Days Gone, playing Days Gone. That's when it just started to get to the point where I was just like, uh, I just don't know, man. It wasn't that interesting to me, and like the mechanics in the game were just like I just don't care, man. World War Z did it better, and it was funner. It was funner to play World War Z with friends, and playing that one as a single player game, it just wasn't fun. It wasn't fun for me. If they would have had co-op in that game, or honestly, co-op would have freaking saved Days Gone. Would have saved Days Gone. If I would have been able to play that game with somebody else, it would have been fun. Cutscene are okay. They're obviously a market for these games. Personally, I think it's a bit too much. I think they are spending way too much on these cutscenes, guys. They are. I mean, like we can argue about this all day long, but at the end of the day, how many more of these titans are going to fall before something's done? You know what I mean? Like how many more? I mean, like Activision already fallen, getting bought by Microsoft. Square Enix fallen now. Um, Sony hasn't been toting the numbers for really any of the games that they've been selling this generation. They haven't been like, oh yeah, man. I mean, like and when they do talk about, I mean, like 1.5 million for Demon Souls. You got what is it, 500,000 for like Returnal. Some of the games that they were talking about, like Miles Morales is like 5 million or whatever, 6 million. Last thing we heard, so that one's doing pretty decent. But I mean, that one's appropriately priced. So I mean, I understand that one being like a low hanging fruit. People like, yeah, I don't think Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart did very well. Yeah. I mean, like none of those games have done as well as Elden Ring. None of those games did as well as Elden Ring. Oh, Nighttail, what's up, dude? Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Black Knight, what's up, man? I would like to kill somebody actually. Would have killed. I know, man. If they would bring back Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter, I mean, they don't even have to be like high budget games, really. SOCOM doesn't have to really be a high budget game. Like they can bring these games back and like it. Honestly, what it really boils down to is they've got all these teams that are combined now that used to be able to make these games. They had to combine everybody so they could get these bigger projects out, and that's just hurting the games. That's just hurting gaming. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like. I love the high production movie value games just as much as the next person, dude. Like I do. I mean, there is a market for them. I mean, there's obviously Xbox fans that want these type of games too. There is, but I mean, when you've got big companies like Square Enix literally losing $200 million, that's not a good thing, man. That's not a good thing for the industry. I think they will finish Aloy's story with DLC. We get a new character for the next one. Um, Aloy's story finished with the DLC, freaking perfect. Next game with a new character, don't care. Don't care. Don't care for a new character. Aloy's the what brought me into that game and like made me care about it more. Without Aloy, I could care less about it. DLC to finish it up, and I'd be perfectly happy with those two games. That would be perfect for me. Don't need another one. I'd much rather them work on something different. But if they need to try to drag it out, oh boy, that's going to be tough now. What's up, Michael? How are you doing, buddy? Let's get these likes up. No, people don't like what I'm saying tonight. I'm being mean to their cutscenes. I went toad on the cutscenes, man. I'm going toad on the cutscenes, dude. We're going to toad mode. We're going to toad mode on cutscene games, bro. But Xbox is soon to own the PlayStation childhood memories with Crash Bandicoot, Spiral the Dragon. Yeah. Dude, they better pop some of those out pretty quickly, too, man. Cutscenes were great in PS1 days when the game graphics were horrible. Final Fantasy VII sold me on that damn cutscene TV commercials. Well, yeah, Wildcard looked like Minecraft character. Yeah, dude, they don't need these hype. They don't need them, dude. It's seriously just it's pumping the budget up too much. Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. Like this budget stuff is getting so high, and it's taking so long to make them. And I mean, dude, if it takes them 5 years to make a game and you blow through it in 20 hours, dude, you're like, okay, like I'm ready for more now. And then you're like, damn, dude, I really got to wait another 4 years for that. the cool thing about these newer Assassin's Creed games from Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, like these worlds are cool enough that I'll be exploring them for a while. Um, at least until the next game comes out, and then even when the next game comes out, when I get a little bit tired of that, I just keep going back and I keep playing them. So that's pretty cool. I would like to see more cutscenes like that, just in game, dude. That like seriously like makes the budgets palatable. You know what I mean? And like, dude, I started thinking about it when I was playing Horizon Forbidden West because I'm like, Horizon Forbidden West because I'm like, damn, these cutscenes look good. And then you get back into the regular gameplay and you're like, oh, well, this doesn't look as good as that. And then you start to notice it starts to feel lopsided like the PlayStation 1 again. You're like, okay, I mean, average gameplay, really pretty cutscene, average gameplay, really pretty cutscene. It's getting too distracting again. Like last generation, it was like perfect. I think the cutscenes last generation were closer to what you would get in game, so it was nicer. But now the cutscenes are like so extreme again. It's like, oh boy, man, we better cut that back because yeah, this is a bit extreme. Like you like playing through Last of Us 2, man. That game was pretty on point, man. Like Naughty Dog did a pretty good job with that game overall, building that out. But GT5 has smooth cutscenes in their game. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I like that smoothness. Dude, graphics are good enough to where we don't need cutscenes. We really don't. Like what you were saying, man. Like we don't need cutscenes anymore. Like graphics are good enough to carry these games through, man. Mass Effect or perfect length. Yeah, just it's too much, man. That production value for those cutscenes is so ridiculous now. They're like, we want to push the boundaries of graphics. No, dude, push the boundaries with FPS, man. I would much rather these games. I would, for the most part, like last generation visuals were pretty good already. If we had like 60 FPS in those and like a little bit more fidelity in the visuals to make them like really pop, like I mean, obviously, I want more vegetation, like in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I, that looks good to me. Like better vegetation, a little bit better world, environments, whatever. Kind of touch those up, push them a little bit farther, but deliver a 60 FPS experience on everything. I think that would be sufficient for next gen gaming and keep everybody really happy because we've all got these unrealistic expectations for what next gen games are going to look like, especially after seeing those Unreal Engine demos. We know we're not getting that stuff till the end of the generation, man. We're not getting that stuff anytime soon. We're going to keep buying this stuff on the hope that we're going to see that, and then, I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, but I've been told the game itself was fun. Last of Us 2 story was unfinished and satisfying. Yeah, I think they might have screwed that up just a little bit. Sorry, capture card. My PlayStation don't want to work with you. Ooh. Did you really just turn on? Oh, okay. I thought it turned on. I like Uncharted more than The Last of Us. I wish they would do like another. I want another Uncharted game. I like those though. I like Uncharted. I like Tomb Raiders. I'd keep buying those hand over fist. Um, dang man, those were good freaking cutscenes. Did you turn off? Yeah. I turned that off. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to record anything if I didn't have that off. It'd just be a black screen. This thing I watched today. The dude's like, oh yeah, you got to put it in like -1, and then you got to go over to here, and you gotta get into your capture studio or whatever, and you gotta change all that. And I'm just like, dude, I'm not going through all that to record videos, dude. I'll just record them on the PlayStation if I need to put something out. Oh, I never did care for Uncharted. Just feels like a gender bender Tomb Raider. Yeah. Yeah, never had the desire to play it. See, the ones that Amy Hennig was writing, those were pretty good. I like those ones, man. Like the one through three, four was good too. Like it was pretty good, but I think the other ones hit a little bit harder with me, man. They were just a little bit better. I feel like everybody wants salt. I feel like everybody just wants salt nowadays. They just want salt. They just want salt. They just want negative talk about PlayStations. You need to make a human sacrifice to Mark Cerny with the bro. No. Them stars, man, they got to line up just right. Oh. Whoa. Oh, I wonder when it's coming next. I just want PlayStation games to start coming to PlayStation or PC day and date, man. I really want PlayStation games to just come to PC, so I don't have to choose anymore, man. Wouldn't that be just nice, guys? Andrew, do you think Xbox needs more single player cinematic type games on the platform? maybe a few, not everything. Maybe a couple, like maybe a couple, pretty nice projects. Yeah, they could probably use a couple, but I'm kind of arguing against Xbox even getting into that, to tell you the truth, because they've got more potential with what they've what they already deliver, as opposed to making it you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I kind of don't really think they should jump more into that. I think they should just kind of stay where they're at. They do have more coming. Yeah, ZeniMax and everything else for sure. I feel like my internet's running slow, guys. Oh my gosh. I don't know. But all right, guys, that's all I got for you tonight. I'm gonna get some rest so I can wake up and think of something good for tomorrow. I don't know. That kind of caught my eye tonight, and I was like, yeah, dude. I mean, that kind of makes sense. If they're losing $200 million on these high profile games, maybe that's a sign that maybe that's a sign that maybe we should lower the budgets and start making games again. Like good games. Maybe invest in like bigger worlds, bigger gameplay. Just something like that. I mean, here's a good title, Frog. The console war is over and a PC won it. I know. Console war obliterated. Yeah, dude, the console war stuff's getting old. It really is. I got to find a new way to build subscription. No, I'm just joking. Can't imagine how many trigger people would show up. What, man? The PlayStation 5 is still super goodest. This is the bestest one ever made. All right. Yep. All right. Yep. Deactivate Toad mode now. Deactivate Toad mode. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. You guys have fun. Maybe I'll drop another video tonight, a comparison video, something like that. I don't know. Just depends. You guys have fun, though. I'll see you guys in the next one.